From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Happy Friday. We finally made it to almost the weekend. We sure hope you have a great weekend. And from here on out, temperatures will continue to gradually warm. Yesterday, we were just a little bit warmer than the previous day. We actually made it into the 50s and low to mid 60s. Still below average. Averages are in the upper 60s to low to mid 70s, but we're going to continue to climb. Why? Because, well, we're going to have high pressure, and that's going to be the name of the game as we get into the upcoming weekend, and that's going to strengthen, and that's going to bring us the warmer temperatures. We'll be tracking our next disturbance by the middle to the latter part of next week. I'll highlight that coming up here in just a few minutes, but right now it does look like it's going to be rather moisture-starved. Temperatures this morning started off in the 30s and 40s, so a few patches of frost here this morning, not as much as yesterday. Those temperatures will climb into the upper 50s as we get into the lunch hour, and our goal today is going to be a little bit closer to those seasonal averages. We're going to be in the upper 60s. Maybe a couple pockets of low 70s across the Southern Valley. So tonight's going to be a perfect night for a Friday night fire pit. If you know me, you know I like that. Temperatures at 7 o'clock will be at 63 down to 54 degrees by 9. So a perfect night for a Friday night fire pit to sit in the backyard and converse with friends and neighbors and family members. And then as we get into our Saturday morning, if you got any early morning plans, soccer games early in the morning, it's going to be on the chilly side if you're heading off to some festivals, which, by the way, at 11 o'clock in the morning, I will be heading over to the Washington Presbyterian Church for a pie contest, an apple pie contest. It's not an apple pie eating contest, but I do get to eat the apple pie and judge the apple pie. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're at Washington Presbyterian Church on Saturday morning, come say hi to me. All right, here's your football forecast. As we get into the noon hour, temperatures will be climbing into the 50s. By kickoff, we'll be in the low 70s, so that's going to be perfect. And then dropping down into the 50s and 60s as we get into the 6 and 8 o'clock hour on Saturday night. But officially, the forecast high temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s, which is pretty much right where we should be for this time of the year. Now, high pressure is the name of the game, and that's really the dominating weather feature as we get into the upcoming weekend. But as we look ahead over time, I know we need the rain. A lot of you have been saying that on social media. There's a storm system that's going to be just swinging across much of the four corners. Eventually, it ejects its way into the upper Midwest. That will drag a cold front through our area, but the problem is when you look at your 7-day forecast for rainfall, pretty lackluster. Maybe next Thursday, about a 10 to 20% chance of rain. That should be about the extent of it. Generally speaking, we're going to be dry over the next 7 days. So it just doesn't look like it's going to add up to a whole lot and likely to stay on the drier side through the end of the month. But as we get into November, maybe some more seasonable precipitation could be working its way on in. Here's your high temperatures. We're going to start in the week, I should say, in the upper 60s. We're going to end the weekend in the mid 70s. And then next week, we're going to be pushing the mid to upper 70s. So a nice little warming trend on the way. Maybe some low-lying sheltered areas for some frost Saturday and Sunday morning. Not expecting a whole lot. And then those low temperatures start to warm back up into the 40s and 50s. So a little bit more comfortable weather on the way. And this pattern may stick with us all the way through the end of the month and the beginning of November. Of course, you can always check in with the East Tennessee Weather app every single day. Check out your daily forecast weather updates, your 1 Minute with Witcher, interactive radar if we ever need that again, and of course, current conditions every single day. This is East Tennessee Weather when you want it. Have a great day.